Camp Hale is the best summer camp in the world. Camp Hale is located on Squam Lake in Center Sandwich, New Hampshire. One of 4 programs of United Southland Settlements, which is a Boston-based nonprofit disrupting the cycle of poverty for children and families. Camp Hale is an overnight summer camp experience for mostly urban youth. We serve 70 to 80% low-income Black and brown kids from the city of Boston, and then 30% of our kids are middle to high income kids who also want to join forces to have an incredible summer. The project that took place at Camp Hale was we renovated the entire camp, and we started first thinking about the staff experience, and second thinking about our footprint on this land and taking care of Squam Lake. And we looked at the programmatic areas, all of the buildings and the land, how it interacted with the lake, how cars interacted with our program, how close they got to the lake and to the shorefront, and we made some changes. We pushed things back. We did an erosion management plan. We did some planting and restricted areas from coming close to the waterfront. So we put a whole plan together to be great environmental stewards for Squam Lake.
Camp Hale was the 8th highest priority site in the Squam Watershed Management Plan for stormwater impact on the quality of water of the Squam Lakes. Having known that the property had been deemed Lake Smart a few years later, was able to see it in person for the first time at the Museum of the Outdoors in fall of 2023, and I knew that the work that they had taken on had probably dealt with the issues that they had previously, knowing that it was a very steep slope right down to the water's edge, seeing the tiered recreation system and the plantings that they had done, the rain gardens. I felt very confident that the work they had done had mitigated the stormwater issue that was identified in the watershed plan.
How do we preserve this space first and foremost, and how do we use this site as an education center for our young people? So some of the changes that we made were to take care of the lake, take care of our land so that they could last for 100 years.
Lake Smart is a voluntary free program that advises property owners on how to live in a lake-friendly way, walks them through a property assessment and helps them identify areas where soil compaction, impervious surface creation, and stormwater have allowed for excessive soil erosion to occur, carrying with it materials to the lake. And so we work with private property owners to identify these areas of concern and then help them come up with ideas and put them in contact with the folks that can help implement projects on their land to mitigate their impact.
When we were nominated for the Lake Smart Award, it was awesome. And we don't do these things for awards, but we wanted to make sure that we were just taking care of the land. And the more we learn about how to effectively do that, the more we try to teach the children to do that, so that cycle will be created and last for generations. So we built the rain garden, and then we changed the elevation to make sure that there was 0 runoff. And then we changed the grades, and we also put in a system to be able to see if all the changes that we were making were lasting over the course of the summer. So every year we come back and check on it, and if we need to continue to make investments, we will.
This is a summer camp. This is a place that needs public access, that needs docks, needs recreation areas, needs trails down to the waterfront and a beach and a swim area. And to know that they took the initiative on their own, they recognized the issues that were occurring from the footprint that used to be and wanted to do something about it. And in so was able to deal with the runoff, mitigate the stormwater, but also to bolster their access and to create more recreation areas and to do it in a way that's sustainable and is long-lasting and can be managed and maintained is very inspiring. I think that there are a lot of other areas in the watershed that need work, and this is an example property to look at when we think about what can be done with public access and conservation at the forefront.
It feels really good to be recognized by Squam Lakes Association for the work that we've done. It's an honor, actually. It was a surprise, and the more we partner with Squam Lakes Association, the more we're learning about how to be effective stewards for Squam Lake. And again, we were surprised. I get to brag about it to our kids, pass it off to the next director, and continue to learn and educate and have a growth mindset, and make sure that we're putting our best into this community to leave it better than we found it.